Well, let's get to it. I would really like some help with some confusion. I have virtually everything that I want in life.
In terms of manifestations?
Things have come to me to my surprise over and over. When I expected not to receive, my life just got better and better.
Maybe you were giving up the struggle. If you don't expect it to come, then you're not struggling, and so you're not in the way. It's the new magic formula. Don't care.
So my attitude changed, and I started to really anticipate that wonderful things would just come to me. And the one thing that I really wanted, relationship, and just assumed it would come for a long time. I just stayed in my happiness.
Be fair with yourself and feel the difference between the strain of that desire and the others. In other words, you have to feel the emotional difference in the things that just came and that doesn't. And once you own up to that, once you acknowledge that there is a different feeling around the things that came easily and this, then you can feel that there's some struggle in there that's holding it apart. This is the perfect opportunity to calibrate. So as you said, let's get right to it. On the left side of your book, so the situation is the thing that I want most, and the thing that I've wanted the most for the longest time is the biggest bugaboo and is not coming. So that's the situation. What do I feel because of this? What do I feel?
Like giving up. Sadness.
Well,
and desire, still wanting it.
Yeah.
And frustration. And
all right, so this is good. I feel frustration.
Yeah.
I feel lonely.
Yeah.
I feel inadequate in the creation of this. I feel confused. I'm angry about it. So that's enough. That's the gamut of negative emotions just about. And it's certainly understandable, because when you really want something and you can't figure out how to get it and it's not here, those are normal knee-jerk responses if you're situationally calibrating. So there it is. So now on the other side of the book. So you asked yourself the question, and you already told us the answer. However, how I feel about most things in my life. Is life hard for me or easy for me?
Easy.
Easy. Do things come to me, or do they stay away from me? They come to me. Have I struggled through life, or have I moved with ease through life?
In the last couple decades, with ease.
That's who I am. Am I an effective attractor or an ineffective attractor?
Effective.
Now you're watching what's happening here. He is wise enough to stay off that subject, and he is using the whole scope of how he feels about life. Now, if you want to really nail it tight, you can say, my inner being is love or hate. Love. I am blessed or cursed. Blessed. So the more you stay there, and if it feels good, sometimes Esther will stay there for 10 or 15 minutes. Sometimes she'll write pages of that kind of calibrating because it feels so good, and can even become more and more specific if you want it to. So then what happens is you have shifted. You've been in close enough proximity to what's bothering you, because you just wrote it on this page. We didn't say this to you earlier today. You were in close enough proximity to the problem at hand because you just wrote it on the left side of the page. But now you calibrated, and your calibration is, you felt it. Our friend earlier said, hell yes. So you've calibrated to it. You have changed what was on the other side of that book. You've changed it because you were in close enough proximity to it, but you really nailed the calibration to source. So now it has shifted. If you're looking for evidence of it right now, other than the evidence of the way you feel, you're not going to find it. So then there may be 20 or 30 or 40 or 100 or 200 opportunities where something comes up that makes you want to calibrate that again. But it's our promise to you that as you do the work, this is the work. As you do the deliberate calibrating work, those things that have not been working will become things that work for you. Without exception. There is nothing that you cannot be or do or have if you want it. And if it's not coming, it's because you are calibrating against yourself without knowing you're doing it. Well, now you're not going to be calibrating against yourself and not know you're doing it. That's one thing that has really happened here today. You're not ever going to step back. You're not going to do that thing that you do without knowing you're doing that thing you're doing. And at least you're doing it and knowing that you're doing it, so you're not surprised with the outcome. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's powerful. Did you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We appreciated your conversation because you were a demonstration of this side of the page and this side of the page. In other words, you started out by making us believe that this is who you really are. But isn't it nice to know that there are lots of situations that are buts, but this is really who you are?
When I'm sitting in the belief of this and the knowing of this, and at the same time I'm feeling fear, is it just a matter of focusing on what I know?
It goes like this. We're going to take it away from fear and use a different emotion. Let's say that someone is resenting you because you live such a good life and they don't. Someone's resenting you and you sort of stumbled in unprepared. You weren't out ahead of it and you weren't calibrated. And so they owned the room for a minute. And as they resented you, they evoked resentment from you. So they resented you and you resented them right back. And they resented you and you resented them right back. And it felt terrible. Felt terrible when it happened. So you decide you're going to calibrate. So you say, this person said this and this and this to me, and this person dishonored me, this person resents me, this person mistreated me, whatever just happened, you can write it briefly. And then you go to the other side and you say, however, am I a resentful person or am I a loving person? I'm a loving person. Am I blessed or do things go wrong all the time for me? I'm blessed. So this person, because you weren't watching what you were doing, who was dominant about the way they felt, and because law of attraction is a real thing, attracted from you resentment. But when it happened, it was off, and you knew it, you felt it when it happened, and you can do something about it. Now, we didn't say that it's their fault, and we didn't say that they asserted resentment in you. We said they felt it, and because you weren't minding your own store, you felt it. And you associated it with them because it was active in them and you joined them. This attraction conversation's getting good, isn't it? So you joined them in it, and then you want to blame them for it. You resent me, I'll resent you right back. You love me, I'll love you back, but you resent me, I'll resent you back. No. You want to calibrate to who you really are. And then when they're resenting you, if you get good at finding your own stability, you can actually say, does that person really resent me, or is that person just lost? They're just lost right now. Is this person more a resenter or a lover? They're more of a lover. Does this hotel mean well, or did it deliberately make Esther's life miserable? This hotel means well. They just got behind and didn't want to tell her. And in the long run, it's good because she would have canceled the event. Aren't you glad we're all here? Yeah. Helpful? Good. Really good. Really good. So this has been a really good day. You got it. We know you did. You're ready to move deliberately and calibratedly into your next segment. Be easy about this. Take it easy as you move forward and trust that you've got it. Your emotional guidance system is active within you, and your inner being is all over everything that matters to you. So just take it easy. Give yourself more advantage. Be nicer to yourself. Do more things that feel good to you. And do the work. Calibrate to who you really are. Demand of yourself that you feel good because you're capable of doing that. And don't do the lazy thing of just following along because you always have. Let your emotions guide you. There is great love here for you, and we're fantastically eager about what's coming next for you. And for now, we are complete. I liked it so much. I liked it so much.